collapsed. Oil prices were dropping significantly. He even dropped the income tax from 70 to 28%. Dick Morris is the host of Dick Morris Democracy here on Newsmax, and Craig Shirley is a presidential historian and Reagan biographer. Now, Craig, I want to go to you first. The Reagan tax cuts, they came at a crucial time for America, okay, right after the deep depression. And how did they change the country?
They changed the country radically. First of all, it created 18 million new jobs. It spurred economic growth like you wouldn't believe. Unemployment fell drastically. The country was in terrible shape during the Carter recession. We had high interest rates. We had high inflation rates. We had high unemployment. And the Reagan tax cut was not the beginning of the Reagan revolution, but it was an important cog in the revolution. The revolution consisted of many things: beating the Soviets, raising American morale, other things like that. But nonetheless, getting the economy moving was very, very important, and Reagan was quite successful in doing that. And he took an issue that had been the province of the Democratic Party for many years. Tax cuts had been the province, going back to FDR, and then later Harry Truman, and then later John Kennedy. And Reagan saw them. Reagan was a philosopher. He knew that power can neither be destroyed nor created. It can only be shifted around. And he wanted to shift power away from the national government back to the individual.
Yeah. So Dick,
and he did so by allowing Americans to keep more of their own money.
I mean, it seems fair, but Dick, why can't people look back at this and be like, low taxes, good economy, high taxes, bad economy? I have no college degree. I'm not exactly like an economical intellect here, but I figured it out, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that the key thing for us to understand about the Reagan tax cuts is that he said, echoing the idea of the economist Laffer, that when you cut taxes, you increase revenues. And that sounds completely oxymoronic. It sounds like the exact opposite. But you look at a graph of what happened during the Reagan presidency, and that's precisely what happened. As the income tax rate was dropping from, as you said, 70% down to 28%, the revenues of the federal government were soaring, the budget was balanced, and the economy came roaring back. Yeah, there it is. There's the chart. Mm-hmm. And it assured incredible economic growth. So the problem is that Biden has it precisely the opposite. He's raising taxes, not cutting taxes, and it's cutting economic growth. And ultimately bringing in inflation, because it's like a car spinning its wheels but not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just completely the opposite of Reagan.
Yeah, Craig, I got about 30 seconds. What you got?
Yes. What it is that completely consistent with the philosophies of the two parties. The Republican Party and the conservative movement is about the individual. The Democratic Party and the liberal movement is about the state. They are about acquiring power.
It's all about power.
That's why.
Craig Shirley, Dick Morris, we appreciate it. All right, folks.
Carl. Have a good weekend.
You too. All right, folks, we'll be right back.